Hi guys, it's Coco. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm grateful that I found you, and this is Coco, so please enjoy the video for today. And today what I wanted to do is I wanted to basically want to do the tags. I think it's a tag. It's some kind of thing that it's going around. It was called On Having a Deck Correction, and it's my turn. So I wanted to do that, but also I wanted to show you new purchase and the accessories that I purchased in past couple weeks. Also, while I talk about those collections tag, I mean plumps, they have like 14 plumps. I wanted to show you the decks that I usually don't show on my channel. So I hope you're gonna have fun. It's gonna be a long video, but I hope you're gonna enjoy. Okay, so have a beverage. I have the coffee, and also I have eggnog wine from a Trader Joe's. This is so good. I'm not really a drinker, but this, sometimes it's the cold outside is super cold. So when you feel like, I want to warm up inside and want something that comfort, this is I love eggnog. So that's that. And let's dive in. So my new purchase, actually I did really good. So this was also low buy no buy this year. I tried to, okay. I'm not forcing myself to not to buy because as you know, past couple years I was really struggling, and I choose to be sent to my friends items. So what last year couple years I did was I only had a little money, but what I did was I bought yarns with those money and I offered them to exchange with the decks. No, a lot of people did it. I sent out a lot of bags, but I only got back several decks. That was it. But that's okay, because that's why I choose to be. Because I love to gift people. And then what I could afford that time was only yarns price, yarns money, and shipping. And I couldn't buy decks because decks are way more expensive than I do that. So I choose to be choose that route, and I was hoping for someone to trade me with the bags or all those crochet items with the decks, but it didn't happen. And now I'm financially finally stable, and I'm in a really good route, but I still wanted to be put my intention for my purchases. So that being said, okay, newest purchase was this one, Essence of Tarot, and this was Mary from our priestess Mary Kay Greer, and then this was about how we can use essential oil. I never even opened the page yet, so I'm so looking forward to dive in. But the content is all about essential oil, the history of oil, and how about tarot and how we can put all together, something like that. So I'm really excited because I use essential oil every single time before I touch my decks or books. And so yeah, this will probably learn for me. I could learn a lot and then go somewhere. That's that. And then, oh, I forgot to bring books, so hold on, bear with me. Oh my goodness, where'd the book go? I was just having it. Sorry guys, hold on. Oh my goodness, I'm spacing now. It's okay. Oh well. Anyway, so what happened was I've been going through some kind of mental breakdown last week, and then I was posting things on Instagram, and someone sent me this deck. So this was my pull today, but this is called Little Frog Guides to Self-Care. I really like it. I love it actually. And then that person said that they don't want to say who they are. They're secret admirer. I appreciate that, and that's okay. You know, sometimes maybe some differences, and they want to they don't want to tell the name, but they want to still support. I appreciate all that. And also, so this is the box came with, and what I did was I keep open it in my altar, and then I put all those gifts I got from friends and my son here. So this was real pure crystal that from Swarovski, and I got from my son for Christmas, so it stays here. And also this was a gift from my wonderful friend. You know who you are. So I put it here, and also this one too, this one from Kara. I put it here, and this one is from Carrie. I put it here and remind myself that you know, I'm loved. People out there cares about me. And one more purchase I did was this pen. Oh, two more purchase. This pen and this this stick on. So this one we got from Daiso Japanese dollar store. It's not dollar, it's $2.25. But anyway, this one is erasable. I really like it. I start using it for my planner, and then of course you can erase it, but more so it's really thin. It says 0.5, but it seems more thinner than 0.5. I like that way how it writes, and I like that way because it got erasable. And then this sticker, I like to use it, so every day, every morning when I do reading, I kind of stick on what is stood out, you know. So I have this for the weekly reading too, so then I can deeply think about what stood out for that day and kind of trying to match out in the next day or end of the day. So that was the purchase, and I'm really happy about my purchase. So that's that, and let's talk about the collection. So what I watched was couple people about this. I don't know if this is the tag or things, but I watched a couple people, no, several people on having a deck collection, and who I watched was Peekaboo Rose. I watched the second thought about the mission, and also I watched Lady Cara Taro. Oh my god, she's my favorite. She just make me so through the whole video she makes me laugh. And then she also did a no buy video too. So if you want, check out her video. It's really fun. So first, like I said, I'm gonna keep flipping through what I usually not showing you, but then I will keep talking about 14 plumps. So first plumps, how long have you? So this one is the thanks I hate it affirmation deck, I think. I don't know if it's available or not. I bought it a long time ago, so I don't know if she's still printed or not. But anyway, so how long have you been collecting decks? So I've been collecting decks about since 2021. But until then, the funny enough that I didn't own computers until 2019. I always, my life was work, home, cook, work, home, cook, clean, take care of baby, and take care of family, etc. That was all my life was. So I basically didn't have a lot of time for myself. to do anything. So I didn't even on computer. I didn't even study reading English or write English ever until 2020, 2022. Yeah, so until then, I didn't know that you have to study tarot. I thought that tarot was just a divination item to just read the fortune. That's what I was using it for. So I was using that, the one RWS that I have long time, and also playing cards. I started with the playing cards. The reason why was because my mom, she never let me do tarot, and that manipulation got on my head, and I thought that tarot was no good for you. You know, those manipulation made me feel that. Yeah, so I didn't collect deck. I didn't even know there was such a different decks from all over the places. So you know, so that was that. And yeah, so it was from the 2022, that no 2019, that was I started. And then after starting to see all the YouTube channel, I learned that like this is Geisha Lenormand. So I basically start seeing more videos, and before then I never even watched YouTube videos. I used YouTube for just YouTube channel for just listening to the meditation music. That was me. But then I learned that like there's so many channels that you should walk through, you show how to study, how you know how to mods, etc. So that's how I learned tarot is more than one. And then at the time, my favorite channel was Papa Squirrel. I don't know if a lot of people knows about them. I think that was like 2019. Papa Squirrel, and one more person I always watched was Tarot Oracle. He used to do daily reading every day. I think it was 4 o'clock Eastern time. So I watched his show every single day, you know, and then I was like, wow, so that means that you have to learn in tarot, you know. But then I'm Japanese. I didn't read English, and I didn't even write journal with English. It was all Japanese, you know. So I was like, wow, I have to start studying. So that was I start studying. So while I start studying tarot, I also start learning English and how to write and how to read. Sip the drink. So yeah, that was that. Prompt, see, I told you it's gonna be long video. So prompt number 2, what kind of collection do you have? Minimal, Ultramarian, historical. I have everything. I have all my decks are all over the place. I have no specifically this or that. This is little tarot, my little tarot deck. So this is for about the Little Pony based. Yeah, so I have a lots of different areas of deck. I have, of course, I have a strict deck. I have a medieval. I have a lot of Crutch. I have Lenormand. I have Thoth. You know, I have a lot of playing cards. I also have you know, Marcel style. I also have RWS. My least favorite is RWS, but that's what I studied from. So that's okay. I have most of the deck is all RWS, but my favorite is probably like more of the esoteric deck that has a lot of symbolism. That's my favorite, and I always go with the guidebook because that's how I put my intention to by when I start collecting decks. Prompt number 3, are you a completionist? I wish. I wish I can afford a lot of decks. I wanted to buy more, but I'm happy with where I am. So this is Mortal Society Tarot. Is it? No, Eternal Dream Tarot by Mortal Society. So this is a digital collage deck. Yeah, so yeah, I wish I can afford a lots of beautiful deck out there, but you know, that's okay with what I am. Of course, I want more. I want to have all those very expensive decks, like, you know, Black Madonna, Mystery of Madonna. I always wanted it, but then the price is not my range. And before, and also still now, you know, if I have the money, I have to put the money towards future to, you know, and then maybe in the future, if I buy house and all that, maybe it comes along, but that's okay. So yeah, I want to be, but not really. How do you store or organize your collection? So so when I start collecting deck, I of course start having gifts as a deck for every holiday, every my birthday, etc. So I have quite a collection. So what I did was, I used to be you know, doing the cosmetology. I did hair, nails. After I finished my career with dancing, what I did was, I did a lots of, you know, makeup, hair, beauty, facial, you know, wax, nails, etc. So I quite had a lots of clothes, that because I usually never wear same clothes. I never say never wear same clothes twice, but you know, I trying to go week with different clothes, so you know, worker doesn't recognize, or you know, customer doesn't see me with the same clothes all the time. So after I married to my husband, I luckily start working at home and I start opening the business, which unfortunately I have to close 2 businesses by last year because income didn't go well. Not by 2 years ago, 2024. And then we trying to build all the life, trying to get back into the where we were. So you know, what I did was, I have closet, walk-in closet. It's a good size closet. It's almost like size of kids room. So I renovate my walk-in closet as my office. I mean my tarot room. So all the shelf, I have books and decks, and also I have poles. You know those closet, they have pole to hang the hanger. I made that as a deck hanger. So there's a decks hanging to the with a S hanger, S shape hanger. I hung deck there, and then also I put all those my decks into the top of the shelf that it's usually clothes goes. Yeah, so I store my decks into the walk-in closet, and also my desk is in a walk-in closet. That's why when my husband start working night shift from 6 to 6, I have to just bring a couple of decks in my basket and then have to study out there, which before I was studying on my desk all the time. But that's okay, life changes like that, you know. But I'm grateful that I have all those place that I can store decks. Yeah, so that's that. And number 5, what is your favorite thing about my collection? What is favorite things about my collection? Favorite things about my collection, I have all the different type of the decks. It's like it's not one thing, you know. I have like cute decks, I have collage, I have all those kind of areas of decks, and I also, you know, have the basic Mercell. I have RWS, and I have Toth, all that. Yeah, so I'm grateful that I have all those areas of the collection in my shelf, you know. So yeah, that's that. Prompt number 6: what is your least favorite things about or something to improve your collection? Well, that is the regret that after, you know, because like I said, I always have to be cautious about what I'm purchasing, and especially like when I go for like a you know, Kickstarter, you kind of start guessing, is it really need after backed, you know, after page the closed. It's like, oh, is it did it actually really need it, all those kind of thing. And then when after, you know, like 3 months later, 6 months later, or a year later, or like I still not receiving the some of the decks that I backed in 2024. So if something like that, it makes me kind of like, you know, I don't know if at the time I needed that deck, but I don't know if I need it anymore. And then when after receive it, fair enough, you know, I can't even use it, or the description of the deck was completely different than what I received. And those kind of disappointment I had experienced a lot of times, because, you know, it's not like you can touch the deck before purchase. Yeah, so that was regret, but you know, it is what it is. That was my judgment that to purchase it. So what can we do after that, you know? So it's stay in my collection, and maybe one day I can pass on to somebody that really interested in those deck. Yeah, so that was okay. Prompt number prompt, what is your least favorite things about? Yeah, I already said that. Prompt number 7, what is the biggest category of your collection? I think RWS, maybe, or you know, because nowadays they even, I mean, I would say RWS based tarot deck. That's my biggest collection. Yeah. What is the smallest category of my collection? I think that it's Lenormand. Lenormand, I have like 6 decks. But yeah, so that's my smaller collection. And the Lenormand is still, I'm studying it. But yeah, wait, yeah, six decks, maybe 5 decks, and then 2 coins. Two coins, and no, wait, 1 coin of the Lenormand, and I also made myself Charm Lenormand. That was it. Yeah, so that was that. Prompt number 8, what is, oh, I did that. Prompt number 8 was the smallest category. That was Lenormand. 9, do you have a holy grail in your collection? I would say Spirit Keepers Tarot by Venerable Wen. I want a different version, but then when, you know, when I start collecting, she was already working on the newest one, and so I don't have the black and white, or I don't have the sepia color. Yeah, I wish I have that. And because of how much I wanted, I only purchased a Book of Map for one of the deck. and that's still valuable even though you don't have a deck, you know. So yeah, I would say Brennan Bellwin Spirit Keepers Tarot. That's my holy grail. Okay, number 9, not wait, number 8. How come this much is here? No, wait, number 10. Do you ever wish your collection was bigger, smaller, or it is complete? Well, of course, I wish my collection is bigger, but then also I wish I can afford it, because what I wanted to do is I really want to open up the cafe, like a library cafe with the tarot. So I mean, not tarot, but spiritual cafe, spiritual library cafe. So people come and people can eat my homemade meal, can get tarot reading from me, and also they can read the tarot book at that cafe and can hang out and trying to split the community. That's what my goal for myself, just a little dream, but that's what I want to do in future. So yeah, so of course I wish my collection is bigger because of that reason, but I don't know where it's gonna be, because as I said, low buy no buy, because financially I'm not in a place that I can buy anything I want. Yeah, so that's that. Number 11. How often do you declutter your collections? So I never declutter my collections ever, but I gift people the deck, because a lot of times I own 2 copies, and then when people comes into my life and I feel that that person needs or something like that, I gifted. Or like example, I had Gentle Tarot, but I had linen, I have pocket edition, that pocket in thin, and I also have a first edition. And one day someone was on the channel, they're saying that, I don't think I can connect with the Gentle Tarot, and then one person commented, oh, maybe you should try linen, maybe that makes it connect better, da 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 da. So I was like, I reached her out and I asked, oh, do you want my linen? Which, did I regret? Yeah, kind of, because now it's out of print, so I regret it, but it is what it is, and that's okay. I hope she's taking care of it good, because that was something that I put investment into it. But yeah, so I don't declutter because of the reason why. One of the most reason is because of, like I said, I really want to do those library for myself, and that's why I keep my decks. And I don't so if somebody gift me deck, I don't get rid of it. I will keep it there as much as I allowed. So yeah, so I don't evenly gift or anything like that. And that was me. Okay, number 12. Do you ever get envious seeing other people's collections? Well, I do. That's why I don't watch the collection video. So so I really don't watch walkthrough. I don't watch unboxing, other than they are if they are my sisters that support me in a way, I will support them back by watching their video and likes and comment. But I have to be strong because or else I'm gonna push buy button. You know, so I really now what I do is I put in the cart for like I put part whatever. If I find something I want, I just put in my cart and think about it, and then I will come back, and if I still want it, then I will purchase. But most of the time when I come back, still think about it, and then I keep it and come back a week later, still think about it, then that means that I don't need it. So, you know, even though I see people's collection, I put in my wish list and wait for the sale. Maybe like example, the book that I got, that this Essence of Tarot. I really wanted this book when it came out, but you know, it was like $16, and then so I keep it in my wish list, and then it was $7. So a couple days ago when I checked, it was $7. So I was like, okay, I need to purchase this. So that's what I did, you know. So that's that. Number 13, who on YouTube channel has best collection videos? Like I said, because I don't watch the collection videos, so I don't know who has this. Hayao Miyazaki. Oh my god, his art is just absolutely soulful. I love him. I love this. So yeah, I use this for a lot of client reading, believe it or not. The decks I've been showing you today, most of the decks I use for myself or bring it to go for some little function and do reading there, or you know, most of the time I do for client reading. I use it for client reading. So that's why you never saw it before. But this is from MJ. And this is the playing card version of the Tarot of Crawl. I really love this. The thing is, I'm not a big fan of the US game card stock. It makes my hands cut and hurt. So I really grateful that I'm really grateful that I have this version of the Tarot of Crawl, even though it has no major, you know, it's all minor, and Jack, Queen, King, but that's okay. It's just so nice. Shuffle so nice. Gosh, this Renin is really good. See, it's really strong. So I don't know if you want to see it. See, it's super nice. See, well, anyway, yeah, so yeah, that's that. I don't watch the collection videos, guys, so I don't know who has the best collection, because, you know, to be honest with you, the collecting decks are no competition. I think we really need to think about if we really can afford it or not. You know, that has to be the main thing to think about before buy it. So me, I don't watch the collectors collection videos. Number 14, what's some advice you'd give to a future new deck collector? Well, for me, you do you. Seriously, like if you can afford it, that's great. You know, I'm jealous. Jealous. But you know, it is what it is, and you know, I have children, I have business that I have to run, all the bills. You know, our electric itself is $1,500 every month. You know, so those things, if I think about that, it's not like we have family that can support us if something happen. You know, we have nobody but ourselves. So you know, if we have that money to spend, we probably have to spend for what's important for to build our future. So yeah, but then, you know, that's me, you know. You do you, seriously. I don't really have place to judge anybody. And I know that I think I have a good amount of collection for myself. And like I said, some of the decks I really regret that I purchased before I researched enough, you know. So yeah, that was that. And if you can afford it, do it. But like I said, research well and ask what I need this deck for. I mean, that's me. So just do you, seriously. You know, nobody should judge for who is collecting what. Because, you know, this is my favorite. Because they're not buying your deck. They're not buying their decks with your money. So sometimes I kind of when I see okay, so this one person, okay, I always see her post that buying new decks like every single day she received like couple decks. And then I was like, wow, this person probably can't afford it, because a lots of out of print decks she has. I was like, how could she afford all those out of print decks, you know? But you know, some of the people can do that. But for me, most of the money I make goes to rent, goes to bills. So I have a budget every month, and that's okay. And even though I have budget every month, I don't have to use it and then push it to the next month, so I can buy more of the great price, you know, expensive deck. I can do that if I need to do that, you know. So that was that, and that was all the prompt. I know I'm all over the place. If you want to see any of the decks that I show you here, if you need the name and all that, let me know. One more thing I got was like, do you remember I talked about the Daiso? So I got this from Daiso too. So this one is like, you can put 4 decks, and then, you know, I use 4 decks every day. That's the minimum in the morning reading. So and then I decided to use 4 different decks each month. So, you know, this is easy. You can carry it, and then you can also adjust the size of the thickness, so you can put a lots of decks. Look, see, this is a large size deck compared to regular tarot size. See, but then it still fit in this box. So I really like that, and I paid $2.25 for this. Yeah, so I have this, and also I have like those tower there. That's how I storage for my on my desk. But other than that, I only have like maybe 25 decks on my desk. But other than that, it's hanging there, put on the shelf, everything like that. Yeah, that was my collection. That was my what was the name? On that on having a deck collection, and it was my turn. If you like it, thank you so much for hanging out with me until the end. If you like it, please hit the like button so I can grow my channel a little bit more. And I appreciate you if you watch until the end. See you until next video, guys. Love you guys. Bye.